The chocolate cake story, I'll tell you this one. I actually have admitted to the last part. You'll understand this in a minute. There was one piece of chocolate cake left. And I've said in a previous episode, I hate cooking. I don't think I was a great cook, and I didn't care about it anyway. I cook with hate. God, I hate it. But I made everything from scratch, and because I was a health food nut. I made this chocolate cake, and there was one piece left. I didn't have many treats like that very often, so it was a big deal to have a cake in our house. So my kids said, can we please have the last piece of cake? And I said, sure, cut it in half and share it. I said, okay. And then I heard my daughter, that's not fair. That's not fair. So I go in there, and I listened to this for a while, though. And then they weren't figuring it out on their own, which was making me mad. And they weren't calling me in. They should have called me in or whisper fighted, right? So anyway, I go in there and they knew right away. They just saw me coming and they both just stopped. And I ate both pieces of cake right in front of them. They didn't say a word. Like, you're fighting? I'm eating all the cake. So anyway, I finished up the cake. And then the next time, then I realized I hadn't taught them how to share. So what I said is, next time when there's one piece left, whoever cuts, the other one chooses, okay? And the funny thing is, the next time they had a piece of chocolate cake, here's the thing I don't always admit. I made another cake that night. I felt so bad about doing that, but it was a good lesson in the moment. Then I cut a piece out and I said, okay, share this piece. What you do, he's older, he'll do the first cut next time you cut. So he cut the piece. I wouldn't let them use the kitchen scale. I said, no, just do it by eye. Then I got a cup of tea and I'm watching the show. He was moving crumbs over, kept looking at it, side-eyeing it, trying to figure out which one was bigger, making sure they were exactly even. She kept looking at me with a smirk on her face. She was only 3. I didn't know what she had in mind. So I thought, why is she smirking at me? And then he says, oh, he's working up a sweat, just making sure they're even. Then he says, okay, choose. You know what she said? She reached for one. She goes, I'll take the big piece. There was no big piece, but she knew that would drive him nuts. And he went, ah. Anyway, then that's how they learned how to share.